The wedding favor. The trek to her floor does nothing to calm Ella's roiling mind. She's so absorbed in her head that Kaylee's appearance comes out of nowhere. She almost falls back down the stairs, but luckily Kaylee steadies her with a big hug. She squeezes the air out of Ella's lungs and then steps back, hands resting on Ella's upper arms. Ella, who was that guy you were with? Was that your secret boyfriend? Kaylee grins like a lunatic, the same way she grins when she senses a juicy piece of gossip. Ella groans. She's not getting to bed anytime soon. The grin disappears at Ella's lukewarm reaction. Oh, bummer. Do I need to get out my ice cream? I've got ice cream. I'm in the mood for ice cream. I'm bringing it out. She pulls Ella along to her own door across the hall from Ella's. Kaylee keeps glancing at Ella's face, worrying at her lower lip until Ella forces herself to smile. Kaylee perks up and chatters about the specialty ice cream she got last week, and this is just a perfect excuse to try it out. Ella takes it all in until Kaylee sits her down at her square kitchen table and she plonks 2 bowls of ice cream in front of them. Kaylee sits across from her, playing with her spoon as she stares at Ella. So? She almost vibrates with her excitement to hear Ella out. Ella sighs and takes a bite of the ice cream as an excuse not to start talking yet. The purple ice cream is tasty, but not that special. Kylie is still waiting for an answer. He's just a guy. No way. He isn't your secret 6-month relationship? Kylie gives her a cheeky grin. Ella's eyes snap up. What are you talking about? I don't have a secret relationship. Kaylee's grin falters before she leans in and whispers, Is that just the line you fed your mother to get her off your back? She was very upset about that, you know. Talked my ear off for 1 hour and 13 minutes. I timed it. Ella groans again and drops her head back to the table. I'm so sorry. Did my mother call you to check on me? Kaylee takes her first bite of the ice cream. She hums through her mouthful. Yup, don't worry. I pretended I knew all about it, of course, and I was utterly aghast that you didn't tell your mother before now. I did tell her that you were spending all your time with him, and when you did find a shred of time for me, you were gushing about his eyes all the time. Ella scrunches up her nose and eats her ice cream. Her mother probably loved that. And Damien does have a set of mesmerizing brown eyes Ella could see herself gushing about if she actually liked the guy. She must have been lost in thought for too long, because Kaylee pokes her with her elbow. So? Give me the deets, Ella. How long has this been going on? How hard did I lie to your mother? How much can Ella tell her? She doesn't want to lie to her friend, but she also doesn't want to tell her she basically hired him. Today was our first date. Kaylee's spoon clatters on the table as she gasps in mock outrage. Excuse me, Ella, you dog! I saw that makeout session! Oh, God. Ella is about ready for the ground to swallow her whole. That was just, it's not real. The moment the words are out of her mouth, Ella slaps her hand against her mouth. That's not what she wanted to tell Kaylee. Kaylee pushes her ice cream to the side and takes Ella's hands in hers. Ella, sugar, sweetheart, love. Are you fake dating a guy to get your mother off your case? Ella grimaces. That says enough, and Kaylee nods seriously before leaning in to whisper. Does he know that? Ella frowns at that. Of course he does. His uncle set it up. Stupid mouth. Ella does some impressive mental gymnastics to keep the mafia part out of the story. I saved his uncle from a flat tire next to the highway some weeks ago and refused payment, so when he heard about the wedding thing, he pushed his nephew on me. That's truthful enough to take the sting out of the lie. Kaylee laughs. Ella doesn't understand why she's laughing. I told your mother you met your boyfriend when you fixed up his car. Her laughter suddenly stops and she pulls Ella's hands closer to her heart. Ella, I'm psychic. Ella snorts and pushes her away. No, you're not. No, I really am. And I am telling you now, I am certain this fake dating debacle will turn into the real thing. Kaylee's voice raises and she spreads her arms to the ceiling. It's a Kaylee certified prophecy. Ella goes into a fit of hysterical laughing, Kaylee joining in with her signature high-pitched giggle. When they've both calmed down a bit, Ella asks Kaylee why she's so certain about this. He was forced into this more than me, really, and I don't think he likes me very much. She stirs the slowly melting ice cream around the bowl. The idea of Damien disliking her, hating her even, turns her stomach a little. Kaylee's hands cover Ella's again. I saw the way he stared at you long after you had already gone inside. That man is smitten with you. Kaylee looks very convinced of what she saw. So much so that Ella's heart skips a beat. But then logic takes over again. Damien didn't stare after her with longing. He was probably just making sure Ella didn't break a leg going inside or something. Besides, this was the first date, and you definitely made out in that car, and I saw the way you looked before I pulled you out of your daydreams in the hallway. If he has you looking like that after a first kiss, either you're just as smitten with him, or he has amazing kissing skills. Ella flushes, and Kaylee grins wider at her. Does he? Thinking about kissing Damien means thinking about the way his tongue felt sliding against her own, about how his fingers caught in her hair and she turned to putty in his hand on her thigh, running up to her side. God, she needs a cold shower. She fans some of the heat away from her face, and Kylie giggles. That good, huh? Say, is he as good looking close up as he is from afar? With a grin, Ella nods. He especially looked good with that smirk on his lips after their kiss, and with his hair all messed up because of Ella's hands. There's a flash of his gentle smile in the restaurant when he thanked Matteo for something, and the way the light hit him in just the right way to make him look radiant. Ella wonders if he'll ever smile like that when looking at her. She shakes her head. This is exactly what she didn't want to do right now. She wanted to stop thinking about him until she's sober. She needs to keep their relationship all business. She can't go falling for the mob boss's nephew because that's way too dangerous. She needs to get her feelings in check. And there's only one way to do that. Logic it out. So, my mother called you. What did you tell her? I need to get my story straight or she'll find out.